York City for 28 years, and not having a car, public transportation is my life, so. Now to get to the talk, basically I'll be giving this talk. My name is Michael Haas, and I have a 23-year-old autistic child, and I'll be giving this talk basically to staff and state officials of OPWDD. Of course, I'm going to mention it again in the speech, so. I would just like to take this moment to thank the members of the State Assembly, Senate, and OPWDD for giving me this opportunity to address the needs of the autistic community today. Hello, my name is Michael Haas. The oldest of my 3 children is a very handsome young man who will be turning 23 shortly. From a distance, he looks like any other young man his age. It is not until you come close to him that his disability becomes noticeable. He is profoundly autistic and totally nonverbal. Given his size, 5 foot 9 inches, 215 pounds, it becomes difficult to take him out into the community without any assistance. The item I will now address is the need for residential services, especially for those who need one-on-one staffing on a 24/7 basis. In Manhattan, where I reside, there were 479 individuals on the OPWDD waiting list as of last March. Of those, 182 were considered urgent cases, a 350% increase from the prior year. It had become so dire that 15 individuals were abandoned at an emergency room in 2013. About 5 years ago, an opportunity arose for my son to move into a group home in New York City. At the time, we could only leave the house on days to receive ResHab services. If there was a major event, such as his sister's middle school graduation, we had to make special arrangements in order to obtain extra coverage, since that would have exceeded our allotted hours. Despite these constraints, we were still hesitant of his moving. However, the deciding factor was the state putting a moratorium on new residential development. Luckily, his home was grandfathered. Faced with the gloomy future, he moved in December 2009. Since then, there has been virtually no new development for those who need our son's level of care. Since his move, I have sat on numerous residential committees, DD councils, attended numerous advocacy days, breakfast, and of course the Partners in Policy Making Conference in Albany last June. During these events, I have met with numerous families who have adult autistic children still living at home. What will happen when the parents can no longer care for their adult child? Even if there are 2 relatively young parents, it becomes difficult once the individual turns 14. Leaving their home, such as running to the market to buy some quick groceries, or going to a school event for a sibling, becomes a major planning event, since most autistic boys, about 80% of the population, have outgrown a typical babysitter. To compound matters, most adult programs end by 3 p.m. While there exists plenty of after-school programs for working parents, what similar services does OPWDD provide? Essentially, this means a parent must remain a stay-at-home parent indefinitely or until a residential setting is found. How does that help the economy? The situation has only gotten worse in the past 5 years. Since autistic individuals are living longer lives through their healthcare improvements, turnover in existing homes is at a virtual standstill. Even if there is new development on the horizon, just to fill the current wait list will take years, let alone worrying about future needs. Therefore, it is imperative that the state allocate funding for new residences, especially for those who need 24/7 one-on-one care. I greatly appreciate the opportunity that you have given me to discuss the needs. Also, many thanks to the OPWDD for the service that you currently provide.